haven't mentioned that this church has been really rumbling about. That word, roast. So do you remember 8 short years ago when Leon came, how scrawny his sermons were? And Leon, and he taught us how to build our muscle, how to build our body. And he did have some strange diet. Did you ever notice how all of his diets, you could eat as much meat as you wanted? Today, Leon, because of you, because of all of us together, he's a different man. So people ask, once in a while they're like, do you see hints of when a pastor's called? Are there little things that happen around the church that lets us see things like this coming? And I'm like, I've almost never seen it coming, but I can tell you after the fact, it's like, oh my gosh, that clue is right there in front of us all along, and I never saw it. Just a couple weeks ago, I passed Leon on the road. And you've seen Elway around church? It was right there. I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming. And if you ever went to his parents' house on the piano, there's a couple family pictures, and there's a picture of Leon, and everybody was like, have you ever seen that picture? It's like Leon, Florida boy. A couple weeks ago, that picture changed, for Pete's sake. I didn't see it coming. Somebody said, I think he's close enough to work at his new job, he's gonna ride his bike. And somebody goes, oh my gosh, that explains when I saw him in Orlando last. So I'm watching TV just 3 weeks ago. I just keep missing these hints. It's killing me, man. I'm watching TV, I'm watching a ball game, and there it was on the screen. And I told my wife, I said, honey, could it be? Can you see that? Look way down, and she hands me my 200-button remote, and I started pushing the buttons, and I started focusing in, and there's what I saw. Dude's like the ultimate cheerleader. And, I stopped going on vacations because the bloaters have such cool vacations, and you can go on Facebook. It's like I'm like living through them. And they'd shoot these pictures out, and I tended to kind of live through them. And Leon and Meredith are quite competitive, if you didn't know. And they went to an alligator farm, and Leon goes, I caught this one all by myself. Oh yeah, and Meredith's like, me too. Leon's driving all the way back to the hotel going, man, every time, oh, there's a diving competition back at the hotel. I think I'll enter it. So, sometimes when you read people's resume, the bullet points after you hire them tend to mean a little something different to you than the bullet points before you hire him. So here was a bullet point that was on Leon's resume before we hired. And it said, experienced at directing you from being unclean. And here was a picture I got sent. He used to work at Circuit City. And just so you know, they're out of business. Just last week when I left the house, my wife goes, "You can't wear that shirt, it's unclean." I'm like, whoa, yeah, I get that. And he worked at Disney. And I'm like, I got to call a contact at Disney. And I ended up getting a number. And I pulled up on my phone, 1-800-MOUSE. Hello, it's Mickey. How you doing, Mickey? So I need some information, Mickey. What was his job? Oh, Tom. Leon, he was the big cheese. Yes, of course. And I read another bullet point, and it said, he led and directed about 1,500 people a day. Okay, so Mickey, one of the really cool things when we're reviewing job descriptions is we look for, those nicknames that people have. And Mickey said, "Oh, Tom, yes, our little Pooh Bear." And I'm thinking, Pooh Bear, that's cool. So Mickey, can you give me a final recommendation? He goes, "Yeah, Tom, if he's coming to your church, just know Leon runs the best Mickey Mouse programs ever." So we told a story a couple years ago. It was probably week 5 when Leon and Meredith had come. And, Leon certainly discovered, and this is a very conservative conversation, and he's kind of starting to clean himself up a little bit. He's shaving a little bit. His hair got a little shorter. His dress got a little sharper. And so I went to the store. I says, we gotta get him something cool. We got to get him a gift or something. And so I went to the store and I said, "So there's this guy at church and he wants to change his persona." And she says, "Oh yeah, I get what you mean." And I said, "But I need the neatest shirt ever." And she goes, "That would be a white shirt." I just said, "A white shirt." She said, "Yeah, bad guys wear black shirts, good guys wear white shirts." I said, "Yeah, white shirt, kind of low range. That's cool." And she says, "Does he have a hero?" And I said, "I think he has a hero. I imagine he has a hero." And she says, "Well, let me bring you back to this section back over here." And I said, "Ooh, neat white shirts, lots of white shirts." And she picks a shirt out and she shows it to me and she says, "I think this is just the one." And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the shirt. That's the shirt. And we proceeded at that time to open this shirt from the back of the shelf. And it is our white hero shirt. So Leon, one of the biggest challenges about what you and Meredith have helped us with here at the church is sometimes you preach and we fall asleep and you wonder if we're listening. And you wonder what sticks. What the heck sticks with these people once in a while? I got to tell you, big guy, it sticks, baby. You just got to know. Thank you, bloaters, and God bless.